Yeah.
Where's everything at, man, at the moment?
Listen, it's a hard one, innit, at the moment. We're at that stage where obviously it's a transitional stage. I always say it, 21 players turnover, 9 new players, new gaffer, new way of thinking. So it's been a tough start to the season. But there has been a bit of like, how can I say, a bit of hope with some of the performances, but then it's followed up with a negative result straight after. So we haven't got going. It's a bit stop-start this season. So hopefully a team like Everton come, who need the points as well, but are not playing too well at the moment. Sean Dyche is under pressure too. So hopefully this is a big game for both sides. And we're in for a good game. It's going to be feisty. But at the same time, looking at it from with my West Ham goggles, one that's very winnable.
It's going to be interesting to see how you and them approach the game, because it's one of them where you kind of look at it and you think we need to win this one. The result's got to be right.
Just got to get going. Like both teams just got to get going, and it hasn't gone the way that both teams would have liked at the start of the season. But you're going to get those games. You're going to get games that we're going to be brilliant one game, and then sometimes it goes the other way. But we just need to get, even when you're not playing well, you know those type of games when even when you're not playing well, you can still get a result.
Get something off your backside and it goes in.
And the home games you have to win those home games. It's very important.
Craig, you're a West Ham fan, aren't you, mate?
I am, mate. Yeah, indeed. And I'm a big fight disciple as well.
Oh, double bubble, pal. We can talk about whatever you want here then, mate, but we'll start with your team, shall we?
What are we going for, Craig?
We'll start with West Ham. How are you feeling?
Well, not very good. I'll tell you what, if the win against Man United papered over the cracks massively, for me, I think Lopetegui is absolutely clueless. He's played a different system in every game we've played so far. He's got no idea what his best side is or best system is, even which is more worrying. It looks like, to me, it looks like he's like Kudos and him have fallen out. I think, right? Yeah. I think we don't get a result tomorrow. Get rid of him. He's got to go.
Wow, that early in the season, you'd have him out straight away.
Yeah. What has he done? What has he done? He's coming. Look. I was never one to get rid of Moyes. If it was down to me, Moyes would still be there now, right? Yeah, because look how good he was for our club. He was our best manager since Johnny Lyle. He's been hounded out. You've got a bloke now who's what has Lopetegui ever done? What has he ever done?
He's managed some of the top sides in Europe.
But
has he managed Real Madrid for 17 games, so he wasn't really their manager, was he? He walked out on his own country before a major tournament, so that tells you a bit about the bloke as well. Get rid of him. He needs to go. He's not good enough. We go for the cheap option every time, right? Yeah. When was the last time West Ham paid compensation to another club to get the manager they wanted? 21 years ago, when they got Alan Pardew from Reading, right? That shows you we go for the cheap option every single time. Every single time.
What's the noise like amongst your mates, Craig? Like that are going on the match and stuff like that. Are they feeling similar to you?
Everybody. I went up to Forest last week. I think we left after the second goal because we'd all seen enough. You had a look at our way in 80 minutes. It was all cleared out. Everyone's saying the same. This guy's not got a clue. He's not got. He's honestly useless.
Who would you replace him with?
Carlton Cole. No, I'd either go with either Potter or the fella who was assistant under Bilic, that Edin Terzic, who done a decent job with Bayern Munich. Sorry, not Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, Borussia Dortment. Yeah, that's right.
This is the game. This is the game. How it goes, right? So obviously, I'm a West Ham man, employed by the club. I get the fans' frustrations. But I'm a man that's like to stick with something until he gets it right. Because I haven't seen his style of play just employed yet. I want to see that. Not sure if he's got the players to play the style he wants. He's had a few injuries. Even a striker. We haven't had we've just brought in a striker. He's been injured the whole time.
Full crew. This is.
So it's just.
Be there for Greg.
Yeah, but not just because he hasn't played yet, so you can't just say he doesn't want to be there. He hasn't even played yet because he's been injured.
He doesn't want to be. You can tell he's one of them. He does not want to be there, right? Yeah. You have a look as well. Like why as well? Like last week, right? Yeah. Why play Bowen up top on his own? He's so isolated. He's not a striker. Bowen isn't a striker. He's a winger. Play him out. So he had Bowen up top on his own. And then behind him, Paqueta, who's been useless. That's another story. Paqueta. He's got.
I think he's got a lot on his mind. Paqueta.
Yeah, so. That's what I mean. So don't play him. Don't play him. And then having Somerville tucked in behind Bowen as well. Somerville's a winger. Bowen's a winger. Play him in their positions. What? Danny Ings must be thinking, what have I got to do? Right? Yeah. If you Carlton, you're a striker. If you were Danny Ings, what would you be thinking now? Honestly, why not? Like, you've got two strikers. Like, personally, right? Yeah, I'd play Danny Ings and bring on Antonio the last half hour. Right? You've got two strikers sitting on the bench there, right? Yeah. When you're playing putting square pegs in round holes and playing Bowen up top. Bowen's not a striker, and it shows every time he plays up front. He's not a striker. He's a wide man. He's not good with his back to goal. He's good running at players. He's a winger. Yeah. That's what he does. Right?
There's not a lot of players. To be fair to you. Go on.
Yeah. Go on. No, you've also got Rodriguez in there, right? Yeah, who is useless. Why on earth do you bring in Rodriguez and get rid of Ward-Prowse and get rid of Flynn Downs? Right? Yeah, it's brain dead. The geezer wasn't wanted by Real Betis, right? Yeah, he wasn't wanted by them, and he's gone out. We've signed him on a free. What has he done for us? He's useless. The geezer's useless. You've got players there who could have played. Ward-Prowse, Flynn Downs, and you've shipped them off and brought in this geezer who, I'm sorry, but it's just not everything about it.
All I can say, Craig. All I can say. We've got to give it a bit more time.
Are you going on the game tomorrow, Craig?
We've got to give it a bit more time because this is. I know everyone's upset, but we get a couple of wins under our belt, yeah, and then you'll see everyone's moods.
Where the wins coming from? Where the wins coming
well, that's for Lopetegui to sort out. That's not my role. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying the mood changes drastically when it sometimes just clicks and you think, oh, we're in form now. This is what we're going after. But we just need to get.
You can just tell it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Do you know what? I went to the Man United game. That was my first game I'd gone this season, the Man United game. And it wasn't a pretty first half. But then you saw the second.
Cracks, that win.
Yeah.
Papered over the cracks, that
but
win.
The second half was much better.
That win papered. Yeah, it was better, but it still papered over the cracks. We got a penalty that was no way a penalty. Everyone, so long as you've got a pair of eyes in your head and you've got a brain in your head, you can see that is not a penalty, right? Yeah?
It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
It's a penalty all day.
No, it's not a penalty. You know it's not a penalty, mate. Come on, stop it.
Man United were on the ascendancy at the time as well, right? Yeah? And you look at that and go, if I tell you what, right? Yeah, if we had lost that game, which we could have if we ain't got that penalty, right? Yeah, and lost last week, is Lopetegui still there now? No, he's not. He's gone. Right.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
We've got to get result against Everton, right? Yeah. If we don't, we've then got Newcastle and Arsenal coming up.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be. Listen, it's hard. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. I tell you what, Craig. I'll do you a favour. You're upset about West Ham, right? And I can feel it in your. I can feel it in your voice. I can feel the pain. I'll tell you what.
And hold on.
It's justified.
This is echoed by
a lot of fans.
Yeah, I understand it.
But I want to make Craig feel.
But it was always going to be like this.
Yeah, but what I want to do is make Craig feel better. So what I'll do, Craig, overnight, I'll make a podcast of me moaning about boxing, and then you can have a laugh at that in the morning. All right, mate?
Yeah, I'm happy about that. I love it. I love the. Do you know my favourite podcast you two do is when you two come on, especially Nick. Nick loves a little rant, and he does on that. Yeah.
Top man. I appreciate you, bro. See you in a bit, mate.
I hope you feel better, Craig. I hope you feel better. You've ranted now. I hope you feel better. Go into the weekend. Let's go into the weekend positive. Yeah? Anything can happen. We're going to get the win. How are you going to feel on Monday?
I'll be over the moon.
Lovely. That's what we want. That's enough. Don't say no more. Don't say no more. Don't say no more. Leave it on the positive.
There's nothing I love more than Lopetegui to shut me up.
There we are.
Listen, we need to play that clip.
Yeah. We'll speak to you next Friday, Craig. See you in a bit, bud.
Top man, Craig,
there you go. Mate, I love the passion.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. This is what sport does.
It's got me sweating, though.
It's
got me sweating.
He'll be back on tomorrow night. Him going, oi, this Everton lot have come down here and mugged us off.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.